Hey Scorpio, what's going on? I hope you're super well. This is Madam Butterfly, and this is going to be a career reading for April, or just timeless Scorpio whenever you get it. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're, be you returner or be you new viewer, thank you so much. You're so welcome here. I hope everything's going well in your world. If you find that the reading resonates with you, don't forget to like and subscribe for me. Because honestly, I don't know how the hell anybody finds my readings on YouTube. There's so many people here. So, Scorpio, you're doing a lot of healing. Okay, there's a purging happening at the moment. You've been very hurt in the past. Okay, you're having some problems with people, I think. You're kind of getting... okay, so it's either people that you're working with at the moment that are bumming you out because there may be a little bit of bullying involved, or you're just so fed up with people in general, you don't want to deal with them anymore. There's also an energy here of kind of not feeling good enough and not really being in flow, because there's a lot of past hurt here. There's a lot here about the heart chakra, but they want you to know that nothing that you've done in your past has been a waste of time, okay? Everything has been a lesson to get you to exactly where you need to be right now. In your near future, the sun is coming out, okay? There's a job offer coming in fast. Or if you don't want to leave your job, it's like recognition in your job. It's finally starting to feel happy in your job, okay? Your advice at the moment is to know that you're exactly where you need to be, and you need to I'll say that at the end, okay? Because you might not like it, but at the bottom of the deck you have the Five of Wands, okay? So I feel like you're dealing with... it's either like you're dealing with conflict at work, or this is like an inner conflict. You have the Devil underneath that. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, Scorpio, what's going on? So you have the Five of Wands, the Devil, and the Nine of Swords. So there's a lot of conflict going on. Like, I don't know if you're fighting with people at your work, or with the Devil card, it could definitely be like subconscious fears around people because you've been hurt so much in the past. It could be like, see, feelings of like lack of worth because you keep encountering people who are like strong personalities, or who just shout you down all the time, or like you feel like you don't fit in anywhere in your work, or there's like a cliquey thing going on. It could be anything like that, because the Devil is the thing that's holding you back. So it could be like, I'm trying to, hold on, let me get the right words. It's like you're like having some kind of problems with people because you're kind of refusing to release the Kraken. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's almost like you've given up trying with people because you've been hurt so much in the past. Because the first two cards that came out for you were the Five of Cups and the Three of Cups, okay? So I feel like this is something to do with working with people is making you really sad, or it's made you really sad in the past, and you're just kind of finding by this point that you've just given up, like trying to relate to people, or like trying to assert your authority, or trying to assert any dominance because they just shout you down all the time, which I totally get. But that's changing now, because Scorpio, there's something happening here. You're going through like an up leveling. I feel like your higher self is taking over, to be honest with you. With the Nine of Cups here as well, you're coming into a time of much more happiness, okay? You're going to feel a lot more happiness. This is going to resolve itself because essentially your higher self is taking over. Which is great. That's what you want to happen. But the Nine of Cups is like, it's not the 10. This is not like where you are now, where you're about to enter, because this is coming in very soon, is not the end point, okay? But it gets you to a point, it's like a jumping off point, okay? It's like the Nine of Cups is a place where you are fine for now. See how he's sitting on a little wooden bench? You wouldn't want to be sitting on that bench forever because you're going to get splinters in your arse, right? But it's fine for now. He's happy enough where he is for now, okay? And I feel like that's the point that you're trying to get to at the moment. You have the Three of Wands here with the Two of Cups, okay? The Three of Wands, you're doing a lot of thinking, a lot of ruminating, a lot of reflecting. You have been doing that, and now it's kind of almost like you're coming out of that and wondering how to take your next step out of this, because it's like, it's almost like a new beginning kind of thing mentally. I feel like you're coming into union with yourself with the Two of Cups here. And you're kind of wondering now how to expand on this, how to go, like where to go now in the world, how to act now. Do you know what I mean? Because you have this egg, like this, because you have this kind of balance, and you're feeling a lot calmer in terms of like relating to other people, and not feeling so afraid of them. I feel like there's a genuine fear here that people are going to hurt you, and there's like a sadness, and I get it, but you're coming out of that with this union card. It's like a union with yourself, and yeah, it's like, see with the Three of Wands, I feel like I'm not explaining myself here, like it's, you know, it's like you've been given a gift and now you're wondering what you're going to do with the gift, because it's like you've kind of been in the house, been in the house, been in the house, been in your head, and now all of a sudden you've kind of found the courage to step out, and you're like, oh, okay, so this is really what reality was. Like, I was building up something totally different in my head, but it's actually this. So, like, if I'm not scared of people now, like, what's stopping me? It's that kind of energy. And I feel like because you're coming into this Nine of Pentacles, like self-worth, finally, Scorpio, finally seeing your self-worth here, you're gonna start being much more assertive about what it is that you want and what it is you feel like you deserve. This is really going to help you in your work, because whether this is like applying for the right jobs, because you may have been applying for crap jobs because you feel like you couldn't do something better, or you know, you may have been applying for jobs you didn't really want to do because you think you couldn't do the jobs that you do want to do, or maybe like, you know, in staff meetings or whatever, you always just keep your head down and you let yourself be bullied a little bit or whatever, or like maybe you don't go for the promotions that you want because, you know, you feel like you can't get them. That's not going to be happening anymore. There's an ending to that, Scorpio. In your near future, I'm just going to get a wee sip of coffee. Excusez-moi. It's decaf. Okay, so near future, I just want to get them in the right order. So near future, like a couple of weeks to like a couple or 3 months, something like that. Let me move them out of the way, come back to them. So there's the Queen of Pentacles, okay? You're grounding yourself. The thing about living in fear, because I know this myself, because I have a lot of social anxiety that I've kind of had to overcome over the years. The thing about living in fear is that it often makes you live in your head, especially if you're an air sign like myself, or if you're a water sign. You know, we have a tendency to live in our head anyway because it's just much more interesting. It's just much more interesting in there. But I feel like you're grounding yourself now because you're releasing this fear in the future, and there's going to be an offer. Page of Cups, some kind of unexpected offer, okay? When the offer comes in, I think you're going to still be a little distrustful of it, but you're going to go for it. Because the Nine of Wands is like my card of, I don't know if you've ever seen the Rocky movies, but he's like, I didn't hear no bell, one more round. It's that kind of like not giving up energy, like you're bruised, you're battered. You may even be a little broken inside, Scorpio, but you're not giving up, you know? I feel like this is you working past your general distrust of people. The Eight of Swords is fast movement forward. It can indicate a fast job change. It can, you know, you might end up moving. You know, it could be a job like, the Queen of Swords wanted to come out as well, so it could be something to do with communication. This could be the reason that you're having to overcome this fear. because they want you to do something with communication, like, I don't know, journalism, writing, teaching, public speaking. So you know what I mean? That could be the reason they've pushed you like this. You have the Ace of Wands here, so it's something new. It's some kind of new idea that's birthing here. Eight of Pentacles. This is you working very hard on something. Very focused, very diligent. Putting a lot of effort into it. And there's the Sun. The Sun is the new job offer. The Sun is being in flow with yourself and work. The Sun is success, recognition, positivity, all that stuff. The Sun is just good stuff. The Sun is just good things coming towards you. Whatever it is you want, you have it here. And I feel like this is why, if you've been depressed recently, Scorpio, it's a purging, I think. I think they're making you acknowledge things that have gone on in your past so that you can heal and grow, heal and grow, heal and grow. In your outcome position, you have the World card, so there's cycles closing down here. Fear of people, shyness, sadness about the way you've been treated in the past. You have the King of Wands here. There's some kind of dream that you're going for. Is that focused? The King of Wands is also super passionate, and the thing about the King of Wands, he's kind of a DICK because he's kind of like Mr. Big, you know, from Sex and the City. Like, he's the ideas guy, you know, he's like the manager guy. He's like the guy that kind of charms you and like charms other people into doing things for him or her, you know, the kind of person who, you know, they're the ideas guy. They're not so much with the working and the manual labor guy. So it could be that you're coming into some kind of managerial role, or like you're leveling up in that way. That could be what the Ace of the King of Wands represents. You know, it could be a business, anything. Like, take it as it fits for you. But there's something here about holding the vision. The King of Wands is a man with a plan. He is the one with the vision. That's why he's the one with the bank at the end. You know, like Jeff, Big Jeff from Amazon. You know, man with the plan, the man with the vision. And it's something that you're really going to love with the Ace of Cups here. And also, I feel like you're really coming into a period of self-love. And it's because you're doing the reflecting and the healing, Scorpio, because not everyone does it, you know? Not everyone has the strength to do it, but the Ace of Cups is something that you really love. It's like a new beginning based in happiness and joy. You know, it's like you're going to be getting up every day and actually wanting to go in and do this instead of like, oh God, I have to go to that place again. Oh my God, life is so hard and boring. And like, I'm dealing with such basic biatches. You also got Love and Light Radiate Through Me, which is about, this is the crown chakra. So I feel like, you know, you guys are super psychic anyway, so it may well be that you're connecting to your higher self. So I do feel like your higher self is kind of taking charge here a little bit. So you may be getting a lot of channeled messages. You know, if your left ear is buzzing a lot, you may be getting downloads in your dreams. You have, I love myself deeply and completely. This is a heart chakra card. And you have, I release past hurt. Also a heart chakra card. So the thing about being hurt in the past is it tends to store itself in the heart chakra and it becomes a little blocked. When the heart chakra is blocked in that way, it actually makes it difficult for you to have any kind of self-love, but it also makes it difficult for any kind of decent opportunity to approach you. You know, say for example, let's just pull something out of the air. Say your heart chakra is a bit blocked and you're looking for love. You're much more likely to go for someone who's kind of a scumbag. Because you're not able to let in the purity, the things that are good for you. But when your heart chakra is open, you're able to do that. And you also have appreciate the journey. So there may also be, with the Knight of Swords here, there may be a kind of desperation to get to the finish line. You just want to get there, you just want to be successful, but they're actually telling you to kind of, the way that you're going to get to this self-worth, this Nine of Pentacles, this abundance and self-worth, is by seeing the beauty in being alive and talking to people every day and like, listen, hey, don't shoot the messenger. People are a pain. People are mean. People are a huge pain. You know, it's difficult being around, especially like if you're the kind of person that attracts a lot of attention or something like that, you know. But with this card, that's kind of what they're asking you to do here. But that's going to come along with like healing of the heart chakra, you know what I mean? It's going to get a lot easier, because it's going to be like water off a duck's back when people are trying to smack you down and stuff. You also have the gazelle here, which this card's been coming out a lot in the readings. This is kind of a post-traumatic stress card, like when you've been dealing with, excuse me, like when you've been hurt a lot in the past, you know, when you've been dealing with mean people, people who put you down, people who try and compete with you, blah blah blah. You kind of enter this like post-traumatic stress where you're just scarred, you know what I mean? You're just scarred by people and like the situations that you've been through. I feel like you're healing that at the moment because it was clarified by vulnerability. So you're kind of learning to open your heart and be vulnerable again, and like actually enjoy being around people. And I know what you're thinking right now. You're like, oh my god, that will never be me, but apparently it will. You have the golden egg, which is also about the heart chakra, and Archangel Michael, clarifying that. Archangel Michael talks about dealing with problems. It talks about, yeah, this is okay. He will shield you from the destructive thoughts, emotions, and actions of others. Whatever, you know, if you are dealing with that kind of workplace, you know, there's certain crystals that you can get that'll help protect you, but make sure you're putting on your protection every day before you go out. You know, just imagine yourself in like a white ball of light before you go out. And it'll make people a lot more, you know, they won't be able to get to you so much. It'll just be like water off a duck's back. You can also ask Archangel, you don't have to pay people to do cord cutting ties for you, because I know people try and offer that a lot, but all you gotta do is ask Archangel Michael, because people have, there's these things called etheric cords, like everyone you meet implants some kind of etheric cord into you. Why is that going all weird? Yeah, thanks. Focus, focus. Focus? Why is that not focusing? Everyone you meet plants some kind of etheric cord in you, okay? And the thing is, it depends on like what they want from you, or like how much healing that person needs. Some of the cords are a lot more invasive than others. But you can ask Archangel Michael, just envision the cords and envision him cutting the cords with his sword, and just ask him to cut any etheric cords that are hanging around. And it won't cut the relationship, it will just stop them from draining your energy. You can do it with anyone, you know, it's good to do it periodically. And you also have the vulture, which is nothing is wasted, okay? These experiences that you've had have been designed to mold you into the person who you're supposed to be. And with the communication that's came out in your near future, I wouldn't be surprised if you're supposed to be some kind of teacher, or there's some kind of knowledge that you're supposed to impart. Yeah, because the vulture is clarified by power. So these experiences, they have not been a waste of time. It's so that they can mold you into what you're supposed to be, because you're supposed to be doing something awesome. So I'm going to leave it there. Scorpio, because this was supposed to just be a wee quick reading and it's 18 minutes long. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like and subscribe for me if you want to do that. Don't feel like you have to, no pressure. And come back and see me soon, Scorpio. Take care.